Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings be on all of you. Ramadan, day 14. How's your day gone? For me, it's gone pretty good. I mean, I just can't believe 14 days has just gone by so quickly. You know when you get so busy with work and then you keep yourself preoccupied with your goals, which I'm hoping that you've set yourself some goals during this Ramadan, and I'm hoping you're working to achieve them and working every day to complete your goals. For me, I'm keeping myself busy. I'm keeping myself preoccupied, which is why it's gone so quickly for me. And it's just this amazing month is just going by so quickly, so unbelievably quickly. And it's funny because in a week's time, I'm going to be doing what's called how do you put it? It's basically like a spiritual retreat that Muslims normally go through, and it's called itikaf. Itikaf is a period that you basically isolate yourself from all the worldly distractions. So basically, you can then contemplate and then pray to God and do lots of spiritual acts of worship. So that's going to be in about 7 days' time. I'm going to be doing that, I believe. Yeah. So, but anyway, today it's been very good. I've been very busy, and I've been working on my goals. About 15 minutes to half an hour on like the translation and reflecting on the translations, half an hour on reading the Quran and making sure I eat healthy. So I managed to read about half an hour of the Quran. I managed to do half an hour of the translation. I also managed to exercise as well, and I worked out for about 15 minutes. I was very tight on time. Had a lot of things to do, helping out with the household duties, and also helped my mum, cook as well in terms of some of the dishes that were out there. Well, actually, one of the dishes, I should say. I'm not going to say all of the dishes, but one of the main dishes, which was called aloo chop, which I helped my mum make. So I've been busy with that. So yeah, I managed to fit in about 10 minutes of that. So really, today it's just a couple of reflections. I mean, I've had my iftar meal, and I've been pretty healthy on that, and I've managed to really control myself. It's amazing. I managed to have at least 3 glasses of water, because I worked out 3 glasses of water. I managed to have like some fruit as well. I managed to have a handful of fruit, and this is all before I'm having like the main meal. And so I had also kisuri. If you're not aware what kisuri is you can type it in on Google. It's Kisuri. And basically it's like a lentil and rice dish. I managed to have that with some chickpeas and a piece of chicken as well. So basically I managed to eat that, but I didn't have too much, because the thing is, when you're fasting, there's only so much you can eat. You get full up very quickly. I think it's almost like the stomach kind of shrinks as well when you're fasting for like a good period of time, and so you get full up very quickly. So I managed to really control myself. And so, yeah, as I mentioned, there's a couple of reflections that I want to kind of give to you from my experiences today. Number one, I've mentioned this before, that you must control what you're eating. When I was eating today, there was aloo chop. Now, aloo chop is fried in deep fried in oil. So I managed to withhold from that. I probably had so there's a whole one. I probably had about maybe a quarter of one. So I really withheld myself from eating that, because I knew it was very rich in oils. So that's the type of foods you really want to avoid. So just making sure you really have some whole foods. When I mean whole foods, I mean things that are really from the source, like rice or bread, chapati, or anything like this. So anything that's a complex carbohydrates or anything like that, that's really important. Proteins, you obviously need your protein, so you can get that from chickpeas or chicken or anything like this. And also making sure you get your fruit and your veg in there. And basically just making sure you have an equal meal. So making sure that, I've mentioned this point again, making sure that you have 1/3 for water, 1/3 for food, and another third for breathing. That's really important. So making sure you get your food management and eating management right after you've broken fast, really important, because it's all about being healthy and making sure you don't gain weight after Ramadan. And number two, also making sure that when you do overeat, you're going to feel very heavy, so you can't do your prayers. So making sure you're getting that right. So just a couple of things on that nutrition, really important, that you Make sure you eat right, and you know when you're full, so listen to your body when it says you're full, making sure you're balancing that with fruit, proteins, carbohydrates, plenty of water. And also, another thing as well, if you want to have anything sweet, it's very tempting to have things that are sweet. So if you're going to have anything sweet, get some Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is really good for you. Mix it in with some bit of honey as well. Really, really good. Very good for digestion. Which is really important, because you can often feel bloated sometimes when you're fasting. So I want to try and keep this video brief, and don't want to go too much into detail, but I'm hoping you can really reflect on these points on nutrition. And until then, have a great evening and have an amazing fast tomorrow. Take care. Speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum.